Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing fantastically. This video is for the hashtag Thankful for Art collaboration that's going on over at Creative Arts Collaboration on Facebook. And they have their monthly collaborations, and they're a lot of fun. I really enjoy participating. And Cinnamon Cooney heads up the group, and she is just awesome sauce. But anyway, I just think she's great. But anyway, so what I'm working on here is, it did not have to be, a full project, but I have all this fall stuff and I want to use it while it's that time of the year. So I pulled out these napkins, and I already took the ply off of the back, and I'm just using my Mod Podge, and I'm covering up the pages. On the right side, you can see on that page that I already had something on there, and it's quite textured. It's actually modeling paste that I had put some color in, and I just wanted to cover it up, so I did. And this napkin, I actually purchased it at, I want to say, at our local grocery store, because I can't even go through a grocery store without getting things for art. Are you guys like that too? It's like everywhere I go, all I think about is art, or I look at things and it's like, well, how can I use that on a page? Or how can I use that on a page? And it's like, oh my gosh, I don't look at anything the way that I should. But anyways, so I just held it up there real quick for you. I had given it a dry. Now these particular pages, I used a stamp. I'm actually going to show you in a second here. But I was kind of playing around, and I really liked the way that they came out. And just on, text pages, I did the stamping and everything. And I was fooling around with two different sets of stamps, and just doing some layering with, it's actually called Elements. It's it's very much like Brusho, or, what is that Ken Oliver makes? You all know what it is. Color Burst. And so what I use, the Elements, is very much like either one of those products. And I was playing around with it with my stamps and with the pigment powder, and it was just fun. I totally enjoyed it. It was a busy week. It was a long week at work, very long. Did you ever have those weeks where it's like, oh my gosh, is the week ever going to end? But anyway, it did, and it's Friday night, and I'm a happy camper. So I used my Mod Podge and got that down. I did have to be careful because the Elements, there it is right there. It's powder, and it reacts with water. And there I had my Distress paint in the bronze, and I'm just showing you, there's the ink that I used, and the Distress sprayer, which I can highly recommend. I also had some canvas that I wanted to get onto this page. But when I used the Mod Podge on top of those leaves and the flowers, I had to be really careful to, make sure that it didn't, react, get the pigment reacting. And it did just a little bit with the leaves, but it wasn't too bad. So I'm cutting the canvas, and you can see I'm tearing it so that it frays. And I got it all over the place. And then I'm scrunching it So by scrunching it, it just gives it more of a textured look and not so neat. And I'm using my tiny attacher just to get them on there. And I actually have gotten the canvas on with Mod Podge before, but I thought this was much easier. So at this point, and well, I need to get all that cleaned up, and then I'm showing you the stamp that I used for the leaves and for the flowers. So this is a new stamp, the flower stamp, and I enjoyed playing with it. I really did. I have these orange sequins that I forget where I got them, and that stamp I wanted to use, give thanks for, what was it? Give thanks for all you do? I don't know. We'll see what it says in a minute. I forget. I don't have it in front of me. But now this stamp, this is a background stamp that I got last year. And again, you know what? I want to use up my fall stuff. I mean, it's going to be a year before I can use it again, right? So I'm just using that brown Hero Arts ink. And just getting some of the stamp around, and you can see it there. So see, now the page is getting nice. I like it with all this stuff going on. And this spray is from Sukuniko. I can't say it. I could never say that. I still can't. Because I wanted the canvas to be a little bit darker. And so I really should have done this before I put the canvas on there. But of course I didn't. So, I mean, and it worked. It was fine. It was fine. And I like the way that it looked. You know, just to give it a little bit darker color there. Give thanks for all, you know, I still couldn't read it. It was so fast. Isn't that funny? Well, I took some of this beige paint, Claudine Helmuth paint, and I put it on there because I wanted to stamp this on there. And you wouldn't be able to see it unless I gave it, you know, a bit more of a solid place to stamp. Now we're going to actually be able to read what it says. Okay, give thanks for all things. Now I got it. Now I got it. And it worked perfectly on that acrylic paint, which of course I had dried, excuse me, before I stamped it. And sequins can be a challenge for me because I'm not the most patient person in the world. And so I decided to take the Mod Podge and just put some down. And I'm like sprinkling almost the, you know, kind of like a sprinkle, just real, you know, sporadic, just getting them into the Mod Podge, the orange sequins. And it worked out quite well. I mean, a lot of the times I try to take like one sequin at a time and put them here and there and everywhere. And this time I was like, forget that. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and get them around. And you'll see, like, once the Mod Podge dries, you can't see it, and it looks really nice. So I decided I wanted to put a border around, so I'm taking that bronze distress paint, and, or was it stain? Oh my gosh. Oh. Like I said, it was a long week. And so anyways, I'm getting it around the edge just to finish the page off. And I'm really liking the way that this looks. I like all the color. I like the sequins. I like how the Mod Podge dried and you can't see it anymore. Well, you can right there. But once I dry it, you won't. And it just, I liked it. I liked it. And I'm working in the small Dylusions journal. Here I am just holding it up again so you can see. So it was a good size to work in. I do enjoy the large one as well. But here are a few pictures, and I hope that you enjoyed this and enjoy all of the other hashtag Thankful for Art videos. Thank you so much, and please subscribe. Bye-bye.